Hi, and welcome back to my videos. Now, my name is Akshay Lal, and I'm in a treatment center, and I'm just trying my best to put out videos which may help people, or which people might say, well, he's doing this and that, and whatever, let him do it. But I feel it's appropriate for at least it helps me on the lines of I get to be occupied in a productive thing, and I really like this book. The book as Bill sees it. It's a really good book. It's selected writings of an AA co-founder. So let's just pick randomly one page, and it goes between the extremes, and I'm going to read on this topic. The real question is whether we can learn anything from our experiences, upon which we may grow and help others to grow in likeness and image of God. We know that if we rebel against doing which is responsibly possible for us, then we will be penalized. And we will equally be penalized if we presume ourselves as a perfection that simply is not there. Apparently, the course of relative humility and progress will have to lie somewhere between these extremes. In our slow progress away from rebelling, what true perfection is doubtless several millennia away. So the real question is whether we can learn anything from our experience upon which we may grow and help others to grow. Well, this is, randomly you saw, I just picked the page. And this is and as I went into the introduction, this was kind of what I was on the lines of trying to pass across, and in the image of God, God is a very personal. It's a very personal connection. It's a very personal compound of the way of thinking. So I don't, go by a temple and pray. I only pray with my hands to palm is before I set off on my bike. And that is, and in my prayer, I just say, please, actually, be safe. Look in your mirrors, and remember what's could happen. That's all I say. And so far, God has taken care of that. But when I look into simple words like the real question, the word real, it is real. Are you really, the real question is whether you can learn anything from our experiences. Now, what does that make? What do I understand from that? Am I open-minded? Have I accepted? Have I, am I on the right lines of becoming humble enough to listen, take the knowledge in the counseling sessions with the counselor, and occupy that time reflecting on what was being said in those terms. We know that if we rebel against doing that, which is responsibly possible for us, then we will be penalized. Well, what I'm seeing is what happened today. Penalized, Penalized means there's a penalty in front of you. And again, I say, it's not really my business to be involved, but if it's in something affecting me, then I jump on it as if it was, hot fire. And we will be equally penalized if we presume ourselves a perfection that simply is not there. Nobody is perfect. And, it's how I then, tell myself, okay, fine, no one else is really thinking about, something so small. Actually, you're making it big. Apparently, the course of relative humility and progress will have to lie somewhere between these extremes. So they're saying, get the balance right of, happy, sad, humble, accepting, giving, loving, connecting with God, passing the message on, of whatever message it might be, if it's a positive one, In our slow progress away from rebellion, true perfection is doubtless several million away. But its meaning is that, as we grow, we're getting better in things, and things evolve from that. But we'll never be perfect, And then, it's going to be very, very, it's going to be a very long, journey. But it will happen, where that perfection will come, Perfection for me, is things like sleep, Did I have a perfect sleep? I get perfect sleep. I have perfect walks, I have perfect food. I have perfect water. I have perfect clothes. So there are perfect things. I mean, I have, perfect morals. I have perfect values. And I have a perfect way of thinking about my future. Which involves, what I say now, and people will reflect on these videos in the next 5 to 6 years. Think, well, you really were, something that we wouldn't have ever expected from you, Akshay Lal. And I will say to myself, Akshay, I wasn't expecting this either, Akshay, It's a scary process, being alone. So you have to build, accommodate into a place where you feel safe and secure, and you can sustain on some days, we can grow on some days. But going back into old behavior, see, I totally understand why people drink and they use drugs and they relapse and they can't seem to get it right, And I don't get angry at them, and I always tell the counsellor, I really like him a lot. He's a good, good man, but that person seems to not, be respecting himself. He's not honest that he has a problem. Problem of self, not I don't believe in, alcohol was my problem, drugs were my problem. That was the solution to fixing a problem I had, which I couldn't handle. So that's what how I'm putting out there today as one of my videos, because I feel really happy because I did a 25-kilometer walk, and I saw a lot of things which I've never seen before. I seen a dangerous animal. I don't know what it was. I think it might have been a wolf or something in those terms, And then I saw a dead dog on the street, ripped open, Then I saw temples. I saw new temples which I have not been open to, and I saw respect outside, I saw people grafting and grinding on their work, and I saw people taking action in the real world outside of a rehabilitation center, which is a blessing. And it's only time before I get more knowledge of how to love myself and take care of myself and things like that. But we're built to sometimes be in a defense mode, and but it can always be worked on. So I'm grateful if people enjoy my videos, and if people see my videos and like and share and subscribe. I'm grateful. If not, I wish you still a very good day and a very good life ahead of you, and please be safe out there, and God bless.